Well, Nancy Drew and her crew are usually busy dealing with some kind of supernatural mystery. They still manage to find time for relationships. And at the end of season 2, George popped the question to Nick. But if you ask George, it's not about the ring.
It's like the sparkles are dancing.
Okay, it is a rock and piece of metal that in no way defines my worth, all right? I mean, obviously, I love it. I just don't want them to mistake jewelry for identity.
Oh, yeah, I know. But this piece of rock and metal looks damn good on your finger.
It sure does. At least someone listened to Beyonce and put a ring on it. But will George and Nick actually tie the knot this season? We may be able to squeeze the answer out of our next hit. Please say hello to my brother from another mother, Tunji Kasim.
Good morning.
Okay, I was telling you earlier during the break when we're saying our hellos, how when I first saw your name, I was like, wait a minute. I did Tunji Kasim. Because I already knew.
Tunji. You did the whole thing as well. I did Tunji.
Of course.
Tunji. I did Tunji.
Because why not? Because that is, I was telling them earlier, I was like, I'm related to him. And they're like, no, you're not. I was like, yes, I am. But, well, fans get to hear your American accent as Nick on the show. But in real life, you sound Scottish because you're half Scottish and half Nigerian. And you live in London. Yeah. And seriously, did someone say globetrotter?
I'm a child of the world. You know, it's 2021. So there's lots of me around. Yeah, we're travelers. We're here, there, and everywhere.
When did you live in Nigeria, and where?
Till I was 12, near Lagos.
Ooh.
So Yoruba near Lagos.
Hey.
But yeah, till I was 12, and then so I did my pre-teen years in Nigeria, and then I did my teen years and a young adult in Scotland.
Oh wow! Tell your dad I said Eka Rosta, and tell mom I said Eka Roma. Mo fe lo see Nigeria soon.
Okay,
all right, so mo fe lo see hopefully George and Nick's wedding, because you guys are engaged. Yeah. So are we getting a wedding? Are you allowed to tell me or not? If not, it's okay.
I'm not allowed to tell you.
Okay, then that's fine.
But there's wedding, at the very least, there's wedding planning.
Oh, okay.
And so yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun they have together.
But I do respect the two of you and the Drew crew in general, because consider if people saw season 1, they know how your connection to Nancy Drew, that it started with you and Nancy, and now it's you and George, and you guys are mature enough to make this work.
Yeah, you know, it's refreshing, right? It's refreshing to see that on TV, that, you know, we're not leaning into the big drama of it. Obviously, romance is complicated. But yeah, these three characters, these three people managed to operate and coexist quite peacefully, considering the romantic history they have, you know, which is a good example to see on TV, I suppose. Right,
because someone could have gone the direction of drama and being catty, but oh no, we are mature with our mystery finding and with our relationships. So let's talk about this season and your character, Nick. Because do we get to find out more? Because I feel like now we're going to get to see some backstories. Will we have his past catching up and us learning, you know?
Yeah. You know, Nick's kind of a man of two halves. He's got a past in Florida and he's got a presence in Maine. And, you know, in season 3, we'll be really delving into the two kind of clashing and what happens when it clashes. We'll have kind of some blast from the past from Florida might come through town and stir up a whole bunch of drama with Nick, and, you know, test his relationship with George as well, because he has to reconcile with who he was and who he currently is.
All right, so this is based on the Nancy Drew novels that we know. But in the novel, your character's Ned, right? And in the novel, Ned. I don't think they have as much scary ghosts and stuff
No.
Listen, because what's that girl that died that was in the water for the Lucy girl?
Lucy Sable?
No, let's listen. Lucy Sable almost drove me crazy. I saw her, the first time I saw her, I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
it seems like you're having fun scaring us, but some of us don't have the heart for this, Tunji.
A lot of people don't. A lot of my friends don't. They go, wow, I didn't realize the show was going to be as scary as it was. And I didn't even realize the show was going to be as scary as it was, because I was in oh, Nancy Drew books, I know those. And that's where my head was at. But then the writers and the showrunners, you know, they did something fantastic and they put a twist on it. And yeah, it's really scary stuff. That's very much horror genre.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice. I know. As soon as I saw that Lucy girl, I was like, nah. Even in the trailers and stuff, I was like, whoa. I was like, stop doing that. I was yelling at I was like, you guys need to stop doing that. It was like, give me heart attacks. But you were killing it as Nick. You've been killing it on other shows and even on stage doing theater. right? So what do you hope to do? Like, what is, because I feel like when you're in the CW, you either do you can do crossovers, and then you have a chance to like direct, produce, write movies.
I mean, I'd love to do some directing on whether that's on TV or film, but also, yeah, I'd like to get back to theatre. You know, with everything being closed down the way it has been, that's been pretty tough for a lot of theatrical actors and artists. So yeah, it'd be great to get back to a place where we can just have theatre again, and I can do that. That's a very dear passion of mine. So I'd be very, very enthusiastic to get back to that.
Oh, very enthusiastic to get back to that. Oh my God, I want to sound like you, but I can't. That's
You
why
sound perfect. You sound
that's why
perfect the way
Tunji is
you
the
are.
actor and OG is not. I told them, I said, we're related because you're Tunji and I'm OG. And they thought we were related, but we are. Tunji, it's such a pleasure to meet you. We are so proud what you're doing, what you're going to be doing in the future, and you can see what the Drew crew is up to on Friday nights at 9 on Nancy Drew, which airs right here on Pix 11. Nice to meet you, Tunji.
Thank you for your time.
Anytime. Any
Take
family
care.
of mine has a place here. I don't know why you're laughing, Tunji, but it's true. We're related. All right. See you at the reunion. Dad, why you guys, I don't know why people keep laughing.
I wasn't laughing.
I had a tick. I was not a laugh. It was a tick.